Welcome back, guys, to another episode here. Welcome back to another episode of Invest in Your Future. I'm your host, Kenny, CEO of Kirunda Group Corporation. I want to thank you guys for joining me. It's been interesting so far, and a lot of people have contacted me through Facebook. Like we go live every Thursday at 12 on Instagram and on YouTube. A lot of questions, a lot of comments, and I appreciate that, guys. So keep sending them. If you want to reach out to us, info@kirundagroup.com. That's info@kirundagroup.com, or reach us out at kirundagroup.com, period. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram at Kirunda Group. Just find us, reach out to us if you have any questions. We're always willing to help you guys out. That's why we bring this podcast and live streams to make sure that everyone gets the word out there that if they need help with anything in terms of business, in terms of personal development, in terms of growing themselves, in terms of entrepreneurship, how they can get started, we're here to help you guys. So today the topic is the number one key for success. Now, this might seem a little, existential, and people think that, there's no number one thing that I could do to be successful, or there's not, there's got to be a top 5 or top 10 or a top, whatever, top lists. But it really comes down to one thing. And this is the number one key thing that'll make you successful. And this is not in terms of just one thing. I'm talking about if you master this, if you master on how to handle this, you'll have success in your life, period. I can almost guarantee it because it's helped me. And I've read plenty of books and plenty of mentors have told me this. Plenty of people I've interviewed have come down to one skill or one key factor that comes down to their full success. Now, people think that if they don't go after this or they don't follow it, it's going to be tough. It's like if you do not realize that self-discipline is the key to success, you are lost. You are gone. You have to understand that self-discipline is the number one thing that you need to focus on. Don't focus on anything else until you realize that self-discipline is the number one thing that'll get you everything that you want. Everything. I guarantee it. Let's talk about, first of all, let's define success first so we can realize what we're going after. Success, true success in meanings, in terms of, not thinking outside the clouds and thinking, fantasy stuff. Let's just keep it simple. What success is. True success. True success is freedom. That's true success. If you don't realize that true success is freedom, then you're also lost too. You need to do some more research. But realize that true success is freedom. It's freedom to do what you want, when you want, how you want, for as long as you want, with whoever you want. That's true freedom. That's true freedom in terms of success. Success, if you want, $10 million, it's not the money you want. You want the freedom to do whatever you want with the $10 million. It's not, to eat all the bad foods. It's you want to be in good enough shape so you can eat anything you want, however much you want, and not get fat. That's true success. So after we define success, now let's define self-discipline. Self-discipline is making yourself do what is necessary to be successful. Let me repeat that. True self-discipline, in any terms, in anything you want to go after, is making yourself do what is necessary to be successful. That is true self-discipline. It's controlling your actions, controlling your emotions, controlling your attitude, controlling your environment. True self-discipline, you control those things heavily. It's important to understand that all those things work together too, because if you do not have self-discipline, you're not going to have success. If to be anybody that is successful has heavy doses of self-discipline. And it's not on one day thing that's, they're disciplined one day and for a week they take off and the next month they're disciplined for 2 days. And no, it actually is a daily thing. Self-discipline is a daily thing. Now, people have a negative connotation with self-discipline, thinking that it's making yourself do, make yourself outside your box, thinking of like, oh, okay, I have to, if let's put an example like the gym. If you want to go to the gym and you want to get in shape, it can't be a one-day thing. It can't be a 2-day thing. It cannot be a 3-day thing. It has to be a daily ritual. It has to be something that you do on a daily basis. If you don't realize that, then you're not going to be self-disciplined. Without just self-discipline, like we said in the beginning, you're not going to be successful. So a lot of people are not where they want to be because they're not self-disciplined. You're not making the money you want to make because you're not self-disciplined. You're not in the shape that you want because you're not self-disciplined. You're not where you want to live because you're not self-disciplined. You don't have the family or the partner you have because you're not self-disciplined. It comes down to you. People look outward in terms of there's a problem outside. No, first of all, there's a problem inside. There's a problem inside that you have to fix first before you figure out how to fix the outside. So self-discipline is what's going to get you there. Now realize that there's going to be mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. You probably have habits right now that are not helping you. You might have some habits that are helping you. But self-discipline will get you in the right path in order to be successful in terms of what you want to do. So the first thing is realize if you want to be disciplined, if you want any kind of success in terms of money, in terms of health, in terms of business growth, in terms of family relationships, anything, you need to realize, why do you want that? What's the reason behind it? If the number one reason is just for you to, let's say, make money, you're not going to go after it. You're not going to be self-disciplined enough to do it. If the reason is to change your family generations in terms of how they treated money and how they could have money in the future, then you're going to have a greater chance of succeeding. You're going to have a great chance of being self-disciplined to go after that goal. If your reason is, I want to play NBA basketball, you're going to be self-disciplined enough to go through the heartache of going what needs to take to go through those workouts. Because if you realize that the number one thing that's stopping you from achieving any of your goals is yourself, then you have to put yourself in the terms of learning to be self-disciplined. If you want to achieve anything, you have to be self-disciplined. If you want, growth, you have to be self-disciplined. If you want change in your life, you have to be self-disciplined. And it's not easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's actually harder than you think. That's why I put together a nice, blueprint here for you you could follow to be self-disciplined. And this is the way you do it. The first thing is, like I said, you have to have a big enough reason of what you're doing on a daily basis. You have to see an end goal. You have to see an end picture. You have to see why you're doing this, because it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in 3 days. It's not going to happen in 4 days. It's going to take a while. But the same way you put a pot of water on the oven, it's not going to boil right away. It takes time. It takes time. And the heat that builds up is that self-discipline. That's what heats that builds up to make some successful tea, if you want tea or coffee or whatever it is. But it takes time. Nothing boils instantly. Nothing. There's a boiling point. But you need to get to that boiling point by first putting in the first degree, second degree, third degree, fourth degree, fifth degree. These are the days that you need to put in order to see that boiling point and see some kind of success and see some kind of progress. So first thing is you have to have a big reason, a big picture, a big enough reason to go after it on a daily basis. And make the reason life-changing. Make it something that excites you. Make it something that you want to go after, that you feel excited about. Because if it's a small goal, if it's something that's minuscule, it doesn't excite you. You're not going to feel that you want to do it. So you have to realize that it has to be big enough. It has to be life-changing. If you're going after money, go after big money. Don't go after small money. If you're going after health, go after excellent health. Don't go after small stuff. If you want to change diet, go after massive change in terms of diet. So you can see a difference. But if you're changing one little thing, it doesn't make big enough impact for you, so you're going to quit. That's the thing we're going away from, is not quitting. Making sure you're self-disciplined for life. For life. So first thing is why, and a big enough reason. Make it life changing. Number two, you have to eliminate distractions. Distractions are number one thing that's causing you to be, in terms of where you are, in terms of failure, in terms of anything that you're not achieving, is because of distractions. Distractions are the number two most important things that cause you to fail. You're not self-disciplined enough to get the distractions away from you. So distractions could be cell phones, could be iPods, could be magazines, could be junk food, could be the TV, could be internet, could be social media, could be friends, family, could be any shiny object that's taking you away from the big reason. The number one reason why is realizing that if these distractions are the ones causing you not go after your goal, then you need to get yourself away from the distractions. I don't care if it's friends, family, if it's Facebook, if it's your TV, take your TV and put it outside. I don't care what it is, but if you realize that those distractions are causing you not to be successful or not to be self-disciplined, get those distractions out of your way. Move them away from you. Throw them out. Sell them. Do whatever you need to do, because there's nothing that's going to help you than realizing that the distractions are the thing that's holding you back from being successful and being self-disciplined, and to get away from those distractions. Number three, this is one of the most important things right here. Realize that it's going to be hard to get up, to do it every day. It's going to be hard. That's why a lot of people don't do it. That's why 90% of people are failing. That's why, a lot of people don't have houses. A lot of people have bad credit, because it takes discipline. It takes self-discipline to pay every single month. But you have to make it a routine. This is number three. You have to make it a routine. If you do not make it a routine, it's going to be impossible to achieve. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be impossible to achieve. The reason it's going to be impossible is because motivation wanes, meaning motivation fades. Your willpower fades. One day you could be highly motivated. Next day you could be in trash in terms of motivation. And you can only watch so many motivation videos before you realize you need to do something. So you need to make it a routine. The way you make it a routine is you don't wait. There's no right time to do it. There's no right time. So you have to make it a routine. You have to put it into implementation today. You have to put it in some kind of time today. You have to put in some kind of effort today. You have to put in some kind of, forward movement today. You can't wait till tomorrow. You can't wait till the weekend. You can't wait till next week. You can't wait till next year. You have to put it into routine today. Motivation is not going to last. Your willpower is going to fade. So you need to realize that today, I need to put it into a routine in order to be successful in terms of being self-disciplined. You have to pay the price. It's not even a question. That's the price you have to pay, is take some of your time and implement what you want and make it a routine. Number four, you have to track. You have to track your progress. You have to track on the days you've done it. You have to track it. Tracking is number one in terms of realizing that you've done something on a long-term basis. You cannot rely on your memory. You have to track it. Whether it's a paper calendar, whether it's your calendar on your phone, whether it's a Fitbit for exercise, so you see that you've worked out every day, whether it's a cell phone picture of yourself in the gym, whether it's an X on the wall, a number on a page, whatever it is, you need to track it, because your memory is going to fade also. So you need to realize that without seeing any kind of progress, you're going to quit also. So you need to track. It's not something that I can even keep small, because tracking is what got me where I'm successful. Tracking, realizing that to build credit, it's going to take time. So it's going to take tracking. They track your credit every single month. So you need to do the same thing for whatever you're going after. You need to track. The longer the track, the better chance of success. For money, if you want to track your money, you have to track your expenses. If you have a small business, you have to track every customer, every client, every call. Weight loss, you have to track how much you're losing, how much you're working out, what your workouts are you doing. That's the only way you're going to be successful in terms of tracking. You need to realize that it needs to be written down, it needs to journal, some kind of tracking method that you can see that you've done progress. You've done 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 30 days. And the fifth and final thing about self-discipline is you have to self-analyze. You have to self-analyze. Self-analyzing is what's going to help you adjust, make the adjustments that you need to make to be more self-disciplined. If you don't realize that if you add one thing into your life and it's disciplining yourself to do these things, I guarantee you success. I guarantee it. Because self-discipline is making yourself do what is necessary to be successful. Doesn't mean you're doing what you like to do. Doesn't mean doing what you want to do. Doing what's easy. No, it's doing or making yourself do what is necessary in order to be successful, which means controlling your actions, controlling your emotions, controlling your attitude, and controlling your environment. If you need some things to help you in terms of to discipline yourself, let's start with some simple things like I will not stay up late. I will not stay past 10:30, 11:30, whatever time you want to choose. I will not watch more than an hour of TV. I will not go on IG, Instagram, Twitter. Let's check out Kirunda Group podcast. But I will not go on there until I've read 10 books or 30 books, whatever it is, or 10 pages. Pick a number. Stick with it. I will not eat junk food. It's not I'll eat junk food once a day. No, I'll cut it out. I will not skip the gym. These are simple self-discipline things that you can add into your life that will change you and make you successful. I will not sleep past 6 a.m. These are things that have helped me become successful. These things you can implement that'll make you successful. Realize that your actions, your emotions, your attitude, and your environment, if you learn how to control those things, you'll be successful. Understand that and eliminate the distractions. Make it a routine. Track your progress and self-analyze so you can realize there's more disciplines that you could add. Same thing with this podcast. I make it a discipline to come on Thursday at 12. It's not that I choose, not that I want to. It doesn't matter if I'm sick, I'm hurt, whatever, doesn't matter. I show up. Same thing with you. Show up. Do the work. Be self-disciplined so you can be successful. I see you on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Reach out again if you want to reach out to us, info@kirundagroup.com, or find us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere, and we can answer your questions. Until next time.